Hey, it's James Hayden, and continuing on part 3 of Sales AI. Again, incredible times in terms of what you can deliver to an organization by implementing AI. And what I'm referring to specifically is ABM and ABX within sales teams. The results are amazing. Presented a lot of data in the last presentation. And again, you will get left behind if you're not utilizing AI. The key is just buying a solution and putting it out there is one thing. You need to be ready to, let me just enumerate. Number 1, redesign the way you do business in terms of sales processes. Number 2, track and monitor what your salespeople are doing and how they're utilizing it. Number 3, put incentives in place to get them to utilize it. Behavioral scientists tell us it takes 21 days to establish a habit. So force and reinforce utilizing that and show the impact salespeople on their own earnings and revenue. That's a piece of it. So we talk about carrot and stick in terms of motivation for people, but also make that part of how their performance is measured in terms of their utilization, and then track the metrics back to some of the data we talked about in the previous presentation, like sales cycle time, the time it takes when you identify a lead till you get your first meeting, et cetera, the way things move through the pipeline will be smoother, guaranteed. But it's important to have top management support and reinforce when you implement these technologies. Not having that, I've seen that impact organizations, or if it's not taken seriously, that can certainly impact the success of AI within an organization. And again, put incentives in place for people to use it. And just like product adoption lifecycle, where you have, and you sell and you market to people differently depending on if they're early adopters, innovators, mass market, or laggards. Find those people who are early adopters of the technology and just trumpet their success stories to the rest of the organization. Integration with your current systems, that's an important piece of it. Make sure that it's integrated. And that's it. For a detailed roadmap, DM me and I'll send you more information on it. But the adoption is super important. Get the success of top management, get that reinforced, put incentives in place for utilization, and then trumpet the stories, or really broadcast the stories to the organization about successes of, and early successes of salespeople. Have training as a piece of it. That's a big piece. There's another behavioral science equation that is performance equals motivation times learning. So it's important that they're motivated to do it, and learning, having a sufficient amount of training, especially the first month. Either they catch it or they don't. My prediction, my bold prediction is, and throughout my whole career, so many people have said, go out and hire somebody who knows everybody in the market, which I think is a bunch of hogwash. People need to follow a sales process. Having those contacts is key, and it's important, but following process that will drive the pipeline and drive revenue is even more important. Here's my prediction. There will be 25-year-old, 30-year-old salespeople that are not as experienced that will kick the butts of older salespeople that refuse to adopt this technology, because they're able to cover so much ground. They're able to find those accounts that are in market. That's my prediction.